guys. It's so nice to see everybody. So nice. Okay, so I know Shannon, my moderator and daughter, beautiful daughter, is off at a sporting event, so I don't think that she's going to be popping in, and I don't know about my sis. So, again, you guys know my process. Say hi to everybody, and if you haven't followed everyone, Cookie, Randall, all the artists that pop in here, they are worthy of a follow. And I'd like to shout out Bold Dreamer 321, my subscriber. Okay, let's get started. So I want this Christmas ornament to be a beach of some sort, some water feature to go along with the others. And I'm kind of working in the rule of thirds, a third of the way up for my sand and like that. So let's hang it. All right. So what the sand is a mix of fawn and a drop of gesso and this artistic vibration right here. So for my water and my sky, I want it all pretty much muted of the same color for the first part. And so I'm going to start with some Zia Teal Unicorn Spit. All right, and then I want to add to the Zia Teal some Dragon's Belly. So I'm just going to add a drop or two of the Dragon's Belly. These are lemongrass and jasmine scented, just in case you're interested in aromatherapy as you go into your art therapy. And I'm just mixing the two together, just seeing what kind of color that is. It's pretty green. It's pretty. Trying to block in some colors. I don't really, care if it's even or the right colors or whatever. I'm just getting kind of close to the idea in my head. That's all I want. I'm not asking for much. And I'm just patting it because it's on a plastic ball and we put gesso on it and let the gesso dry the stuff. But I don't want to brush and pull it across that gesso because it could pick up off of that plastic ball. So I'm just patting it with a nice soft flat brush. Just going into that teal color more. Just a drop. These are super concentrated, guys. Let's go ahead with some more light blue. That's much better. I'm just going to pat it all the way around and let it become the sky as well. I'm going to add some more sand, so that's fine. And my sand was the fawn. Just a little tiny bit. Shiny. Just looking beautiful. I'm gonna have a sand ball by the time I get done. Just sand. That'd be all right. Nothing wrong with that. All right, good enough. Okay, let me put a little bit of the gesso and the Unicorn Spit Celine, one of my favorites. Jasmine scented, it's fabulous. Okay, so that's just the Celine and the gesso. Cloudy maybe not. All right, hold on. Just making a little bit more sky. I just added a few dabs here and there of the white, and then I'm not blending it all around, just some of it. So some of the greenish blue shows through and some doesn't. It just kind of gives you an idea of sky without having to draw clouds. Cheat. That's right. There we go. Okay, even though I'm doing the dark blue and I want dark blue, I still want to use a little gesso so it has the same finish as all the other stuff I'm painting. And I'll just mix that up. Thinking in my head that that's probably the curl or the dips in the water where it gets dark. That's what I'm thinking. Okay. Doesn't look like much. Doesn't look like anything. But that's all right. Oh, thank you. Yes, my mermaid. She's, I've been at it for a year and I'm not done. Thank you. Now I want white. So more Celine. I've got white and I'm going to do the same thing. But this time I'm going to go over those dark blue parts. Just giving the idea of splashy. If it blends in, gravy. If it doesn't, that's fine too. Not worried about it. Tell myself this with that blue. Add science. And then just tap a different color all the way around. Seriously, you all, you cannot lose. You are going to make a beautiful ocean scene ball, and you'll be so proud. And even if it doesn't look like it is supposed to be waves or an ocean, it will by the time you get done. You're going to put a little seagull in there maybe. And when you do that, you'll start seeing, oh, it's an ocean. So, I don't even know what you guys are seeing. Whatever. I'm just gonna keep going. I'm just putting it on the sand. And it looks pretty cool so far, right? Right? Super, super concentrated. Just want to mix that in. I still have my blue and white and everything on my brush. I don't care. It can be muddy. Muddy is good for wet sand. Make it messy. Wet sand coming up. Just right under that last wave that's happening to make it a little darker. I know it looks really straight lined right now, but we'll fix it. I'm just trying to get a little bit more dark because I want the white to come over that dark area. So I want to get the dark down before the water foam stuff comes over it. You know what I mean? And since it is foam, I'm going to use a little heavy gel, and it is gloss, so I'm hoping that the gesso kind of mutes that down a little bit, but if it doesn't, that's fine. And I'm just putting it right in that white that I just mixed up. The white gesso and the unicorn spit. I'm just going to mix it. And that's going to help it stand up off of the ornament. So the sea foam will be the only part that is raised up so far in my mind. Okay, so I'm going to scoop some of that up. See how thick it is? Too thick. Since I don't even know where it's going, I'm going to have to look at it and then I'll show you what I got. So in the water, And then right at the water's edge, you know how big old dirty foamy stuff comes rolling. Something like that. So fun to play with this, you guys. And it doesn't matter if it, however it turns out. It's just the fact that you're doing it. I'm telling myself, just keep doing it, Mel. All right. I'm just globbing it up. So you get the idea, right? You get the depth of it. Fun stuff. And you can mix any of the unicorn spit in with these and mix whatever colors you want in there. And you can let it build up nice and tall. We can even do the seagull like that and give it some dimension. That might be pretty. So this is Capricorn. It's a dark blue with a copper flash, and that's fun. Just a touch. This has a little round tip on it, so a toothpick would probably scratch through the coating here. So let's try the rounded ball thing right here. I'm just gonna do an M kind of. M. Then I'll put a little dark piece underneath that M. Just a little dot. Okay, so kind of like that. Thanks for hanging out and painting with me today, you guys. It was fun.